Welcome again to our virtual classroom. Today we are at page 64, Unit 4, Lesson 5, Part 1, The Sights of London. Today we are going to study about some places of interest in London. Let's see what we are going to do. Today at the lesson we are going to learn new information about some places of interest in London and use it in different exercises. First of all, I would like you to prepare your copybooks or exercise books, prepare your pens to write some new information in your copybooks, and to take some notes. Let's start. Take a look at the screen. Here we have some interesting places in London. First of all, I shall pronounce them and you repeat after me. First one is the Tower of London. The Tower of London. Second one is Buckingham Palace. Repeat again. Buckingham Palace. Next one is Big Ben. Repeat again. Big Ben. And the last one is Regent's Park. Repeat. Regent's Park. Now we are going to listen the dialogue and choose the correct answer at exercise 2, page 64. You only listen to me, please. The dialogue between two people, Vicky and Andy. Vicky: here's a letter for you, Andy. Andy: is it from Val? Vicky: no, it is from Alice. Look, it's very thick. Andy: is it? Let's see what's inside. Vicky: wow, there are so many postcards in here. Andy: they are sights of London. Vicky: and what does she say in her letter? Andy: just a minute. Oh, Vicky, she invites me to London. Now, in spring? What about your school? Andy: don't ask so many questions, Vicky. We'll talk about it later. Now, we are having the first pair of sentences. Look, please, at the screen. First one. Here is a letter for you, or here is a book for you. You need time to think. If you need, press the button pause. Ready? Let's check the answer. The answer is point A. Here is a letter for you. The next pair of sentences. Look, it's very thick. The next one. Look, it's very thin. Which would you choose? Ready? Let's check together. The answer, look, it's very thick, correct. The third pair of sentences. Let's see what's inside. And the next, let's see what's outside. You have the time to think. Done? Let's check together the answer. The answer A. Let's see what's inside. And the last pair of sentences. She invites me to London. And she invites us to London. You have time to think. Ready? Let's check together. The answer, she invites me to London. Well, I think that you are ready to listen to the dialogue again and read it on page 64, exercise number 3. Let's start to read. Vicky, here is a letter for you, Andy. Andy, is it from Val? Vicky, no, it is from Alice. Look, it's very thick. Andy, is it? Let's see what's inside. Vicky, wow, there are so many postcards in here. Andy, they are sights of London. Vicky, and what does she say in her letter? Andy, just a minute. Oh, Vicky, she invites me to London. Vicky, now? In spring? What about your school? Andy, don't ask so many questions, Vicky. We will talk about it later. Now we are going to read the text and learn about some places of interest in London on page 65, exercise 5. The Tower of London. It was a fortress and a royal palace. It is a museum now. There are a lot of interesting collections there. The next, Buckingham Palace. It is the Queen's London home. When the flag is flying on the top, she's at home. Next, Big Ben. It is one of the most famous clocks in the world. British people hear the sound of the clock every 15 minutes. Regent's Park. The London Zoo, one of the biggest zoos in the world, is in this park. Now it's practice time. Look at the screen. Here are the questions and please give the answers. So, the first one. What was the Tower of London? You need the time to think. And press the button pause if you need. Ready? Let's check together. The answer is the Tower of London was a fortress and a royal palace. The next question. Where does the Queen live? If you need time to think, press the button pause. The answer is the Queen lives in Buckingham Palace. The next question. How often do British people hear the sound of the clock? If you need the time, press the button pause. Done? Let's see the answer. The answer: British people hear the sound of the clock every 15 minutes. The next one is reflection time. Now I propose you to write 3-4 sentences about some interesting places in London from the information you have learned today. Here's the end of our lesson. Thank you for being together and see you next time. Bye!